Hi, Max.
Hey,
Hey, so I just had a few questions about your video. First, I was going to ask you, in your first argument, you had talked about the Max Winson's invention for being able to create water. So I was just curious, I'm not sure if I missed it or if you had even mentioned it at all, but what were your sources exactly where like you got that information from?
oh yeah, well, actually, my sources were from the same article that you had mentioned in your first video. It was a little tricky to find, but basically, if you just continue to read, it gives a list of other inventions and including that Max Wesson windmill. So
Okay. Okay, so would you say that that website was a reliable source since you had also used it for your information?
yeah, it was a reliable source. It's an incredible education site, so I'll give you that.
Okay, thank you. And then my second question was you had also mentioned this space shuttle called the Challenger disintegrating. So I was just curious as to where you got that information because I didn't really hear a source for that one. And then what exactly happened? Like, I'm not sure. I didn't really understand that.
um, well, I got the source was from historychannel.com, and they state that the immediate cause was a white hot flame that burned through the side of the spacecraft, which in turn ignited the liquid nitrogen in its fuel, which engulfed the spacecraft, and a big explosion just nearly destroyed it.
Okay, alrighty. And then my last one was, you had talked about how like there was an instances where like they would have to hire new astronauts and how by doing this these astronauts were potentially risking their lives. But I wanted to know like where like was there any proof or evidence of this ever happening before? Like where astronauts were having to risk their lives or some technology malfunctioning? Like I didn't really hear any like proof of it.
Well, astronauts risk their lives by going on the missions themselves because the technology or can fail or things can just go wrong. I stated like just the previous example, which with the Challenger spacecraft blowing up, that could be one. And there's another one, according to CNN.com, the spacecraft Columbia um, disaster that occurred in February 1st, 2003. The space shuttle disintegrated over Texas, and that was due to a piece of the installation that was meant to protect the crew members failed, and it broke off from the space shuttle's external tank and struck the left wing, which allowed hot atmospheric gases to penetrate and destroy the internal wing structures, which caused the spacecraft to become unstable and slowly break apart as it entered the atmosphere.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you for answering my questions, Max. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, no problem.